So in my last video, I was really bashing Hollywood for taking movies that were pure gold as rated R movies, and they should be rated R movies, and saying that they turned in some CGI slop that was PG-13. Now, I'm going to talk about something that's been called, that's like the kind of, that Hollywood didn't do that to, Mad Max Fury Road. So this movie is about a group of women who are held prisoner by this guy named Immortan Joe. He's kind of like he's got all the water in this post-apocalyptic wasteland, and he's like viewed as a god by these people because he just gives them water. But he's not really a good guy. He enslaves his wives. He enslaves these people for the promise of water and stuff like this. So there's Furiosa, who breaks the wives free and takes them to where she grew up before she was plucked out of that life and put into this life. And along for the ride is Max. Now, Max isn't really a main character in this movie, even though it's being marketed as a Mad Max movie. I like the Mad Max movies, especially The Road Warrior. So I kind of really, when I first saw this, I didn't really like that about it. And when I did first see this movie, when it first came out, I saw it in 3D. I thought it was really cool, but I didn't really like the movie that much. I thought it was just okay, I had my hopes way too high. I was reading like all these positive reviews saying it's the best thing ever and all that stuff. And, I thought it was just okay, but, as time went on, I heard more and more good things about it. And I decided when it came out on Blu-ray, I bought the Blu-ray in 3D. I decided when it came out, I wanted to rewatch it. So I bought the Blu-ray, I rewatched it, and oh my god. I freaking love this movie. It was so good. It was so good. Just the way that all the stunts and the death-defyingness and like the adrenaline of it and all that stuff. It was well acted. Charlize Theron was perfect as Charlize Theron was perfect as Furiosa. Tom Hardy was perfect as Mad Max. And Hugh Keays-Byrne, I think that's his name, was perfect as Immortan Joe. George Miller did a perfect job of filming it. It's not shaky cam, quick cutting, quick, close-ups. It's very, you get a very wide angle, and I really like that. He holds the shot for a while. It's back to how Hollywood used to make action movies. None of this shaky cam, close-up, quick cutting, sort of that stuff. It's so good. The biggest gripe that people have with this movie is that there's absolutely no plot whatsoever. There is a plot. I just told you the plot. It's not much of a plot, but it's enough of a plot for a movie like this. And to speak about how awesome this movie is, it was nominated for an Oscar. It was nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars. I mean, movies that people say have no plot and it don't get nominated for Best Picture, do they? And director George Miller, he used practical effects as much as he can. There was some CGI in it to touch it up and all that stuff, but he used practical effects as much as he can. You could just see the hard work paying off. I mean, it is incredible just how well they executed all of the action scenes. I saw some of the behind-the-scenes footage and thought what they were doing was just amazing. All the practical effects, all of the wiring, and the cinematography is just gorgeous. The colors in it are just so beautiful. Just the soundtrack to this movie is so good. It got me so pumped for the action scenes. It was just really, really, really good. A thing that I really, really like about this movie is that it's a middle finger to the current state of Hollywood. They just take all of these hard R-rated action movies and remake them into PG-13 movies. We had over the summer Terminator Genesis. I'm a huge fan of the Terminator movies. I was really excited for it, and they kind of spoiled it in the trailer, and I was kind of like, I hope it's still good, and it was complete crap. It made me just want to go like this. I love this movie. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. You should definitely watch it when you get a chance. You should just watch it right now if you get a chance. No, you don't. Just watch it. If you don't have a chance, watch it anyway. If you like what you're seeing, you can click below and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, and I'll have more videos coming on the way.